Hi guys, I'm going to show you 3 different types of ruffles today, and because I need to use up my strips that I've cut off making all these pockets and whatnot and pages. There's some really simple ones. Of course, everybody knows the simple one like this. You just take a strip and you fold up. You can do this paper, you can do this with material, you can do it with whatever you want. And you just fold it up, fold whatever distance you want your ruffles to be. And if you want to ink those little edges, now's the time to do it. Ink, but not a huge horrible inker. I prefer not to most of the time. And then you just go in and you put a little glue in those little valleys, and there you go. That's the simple ruffle everybody knows. Show you the glue adheres. And that's that. See how fast that adhered? That's that glue I make. I keep telling y'all it does that. I don't glue the back side because when I glue it down, if I choose to use that side, it's going to stay down. If I glue that side, it's going to stay down. So I don't glue but one side when I make them. So you got that kind of ruffle. Then you've got this kind of ruffle. Call it mayhem ruffle. I don't know. Zigzag ruffle. I have no idea what you'd call it. But you just take your ruffle, and when you go to fold it, you fold it at an angle. See how I did that at an angle? And then when you do it, you do the next fold at the other side. And you just alternate the ways that you fold. I always make sure my straight edge is lined up, or that. And I'm just going to leave that high. I sort of like the way that hangs down there. If you want a real long ruffle, then all you have to do is glue another piece on there, and it would keep going. Okay, glue that down. And like I said, when you go to put it in your book, it will stay down, whichever side I choose to use. Okay, like for instance, this is what I was talking about. You want a longer ruffle? Then glue your pieces together. You can glue them together before, or you can glue them together afterwards. It really doesn't matter. So I'm gonna make mine sort of messy this time. I'm not gonna line up my edges. I want it to have different edges. And so just to show you that you can get a longer ruffle. I think you can figure that out by watching what I'm doing. But just to show. And also a messy one without lined up. So, and I could keep going if I want it longer to fit all the way down my journal page. As you can tell, I'm not a very precise crafter. I'm all about getting into the creative and go. I do not sit and ponder over things for a long time. I just do it, and if I don't like it, I redo it or don't use it or cover it up. Okay? Oops, missed that one. All right. Now, the other one is using that same fold, but you can make your rosettes. And I think we have a couple other ladies that do that. But to show you, and this time, you go all the same direction. Same fold, but you don't alternate. You just keep going. And I line my edges up for this one because, you know, I'm trying to make a rosette or a fan. If I stop here, I've got a fan. If I keep going, I'm going to put that on there because I want a different color. And you see how you got to angle it. It's that angle fold. You have to turn it. I have to turn it to keep going. I'll put it that way. So that I can get it. And if you go all the way around, I added another piece on there, I would have a circle or a little rosette type thing. I like the fans. Because you can add them as like a little extra. Be a tag topper, just a little extra to your cluster. Have to be careful on this book because this book does have bad words in it. But like, you know, see how the little fan, I put a little stamp right in the middle and I can ink it, add other stuff to it, whatever. But it can make a really cute tag topper or part of a cluster. Please just ignore. That's the Chihuahua. She does not like the other dog to get near her. 3-pound disease is what I call it. When you do the rosettes, you might have to come in and do the glue on the opposite side to hold it down, just to keep holding it down. But on the ruffles, I usually don't have to. But on the little rosettes or fans, I sometimes do have to do that to make sure that it lays down. But there we go. All the different ones I've got. And there we go. There you go. Just simple 3 different type of ruffle folds.